Hey guys, Russ Reese, Physician Entrepreneur Academy. Just want to talk a little bit today about backcountry skiing, skiing the trees, and focus. I went skiing with a friend of mine who was in town with a couple buddies, and two of us took off into the trees. And it was a great day, and I didn't really think much of it because I basically live out here in Park City and ski trees all the time. And when we were kind of like sitting, kicking back, having a couple beers at the end of the day, this guy says to me, he's like, "Well, I really like trees because, um, they get me to focus." And turns out he's a runner, and he does a lot of time just running, training for marathons, training for Ironman. But if any of you guys run, you can actually kind of just run mindlessly, and next thing you know, you've ran several miles, but you've done a lot of thinking, and your mind's gone everywhere from, you know, kids at school to your career to whatever, what you got to pick up at the grocery store after you get done your run. But when you're skiing trees, um, and you got to be in the moment. There is really not a lot of idle time in your brain for just contemplating what your next move in life is. And I thought about that a lot after we got done skiing. And I was thinking, that's probably why I love skiing the trees so much, because it's a lot like open heart surgery or any operation for that matter, where once you get going, I mean, you have to be in the moment. You have to have your A game going on. You can't really think about anything else. You just have to think about what is happening at that second. Otherwise, you're going to hit a tree or break a leg or worse. So, just spent a day or two in the backcountry with some good friends, taking an avalanche course, and it was that same thing. You're suddenly out in an environment way far away from all type of fire rescue, and even if they get out there with a helicopter, it's going to take a minimum of 90 minutes to 2 hours to get you. So you really, want to try to avoid as many pitfalls and mistakes as possible, so that you're not in a emergency scenario where, you know, things are going crazy. And the best way to avoid that is to be in the moment. And I think the point of this whole little rant here is that you should do things that get you in the moment, not just at work, like as a surgeon, that's part of being in that flow state. But if you're in the moment in various activities, I think it starts to train your brain to, you know, let all the other stuff that takes your mind away and gets you start wandering about, all the things that probably aren't related to the task at hand. And then when you go to sit down and focus, you can really, really be in that zone. So that's what I took away from a couple days in the backcountry, and hopefully next time you're out skiing in Utah, you'll wander a little bit into the trees. Thanks again for tuning in, and check us out at the Physician Entrepreneur Academy. Catch you next time.